Alright, welcome back to Let's Play Prey. This is Space Chief. Oh man, that sure was a rough one last time, huh folks? Watching me die like 4 times to phantoms. I decided not to edit that out because I feel like that would rob you of the authenticity of really getting to know Prey. In all of its, well, whatever it is. Anyway, if you didn't like watching me die to phantoms like a bunch of times in a row, you are sure going to like this one. Because I'm going to try not to die to phantoms like 4 times in a row. Though I probably will. Yeah, I probably will. But not if we lock the door. Because that's a valid strategy. Lately I've been playing Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild. And it was pointed out to me that if you screw up and run into an area before you're ready, and then you die, the game scolds you for doing so. And I kind of wish Prey would do that, because I sure like to run into places where I'm not ready to go, like, on purpose, because technically it's
Don't know
fun.
if Wiggy, Dr. Igwe is lucky to be here or not. Might have been safer in his crate.
Wait, Wiggy? His name is what? His name is, huh? His name is Wiki. Dr. Igwe.
Requesting new operator.
Surprised they didn't summon any medical operators, but then maybe they were safer.
90 medical class.
Hello, are you here for an appointment?
Please
I don't need that.
prepare a voucher.
Oh! Excerpt from Book 5 of the Starbender Cycle by Fetcher McGavin. McMarvin. Bellarvin. Trevor, get up. Trevor lifted his head to find the source of the voice. His brain was foggy, and he hadn't heard his old name in what felt like ages. Here he was on Kaoli, and the diminutive cliff-dwellers of Dranthor called him king. Rolling out of his royal cot, he allowed his eyes to focus on the figure silhouetted in the doorway to his royal cave. He knew that uniform. He knew that stance and disapproving glare. Empress Tourmaline, how did you find me here? The subdermal vacuum adapteron we had you install came with a beacon. I tracked it here after beating Mercy to death and taking back the prism. I still need a crack pilot I can trust. Assuming you're through playing royalty with these timid rock humpers, that is. Trevor untangled the tumbleweed crown from his matted hair and reflected on his responsibilities to his meek and bethreatened followers. Just one thing before I go. Trevor picked up his Steria Koala stick and strode out into the light. Oh man, that's a lot to unpack. A lot must have happened between to our good old buddy Trevor between books 4 and 5.
Diagnosing superficial injuries. Nothing a portable medical kit can handle. This won't take long. All
But
done.
have
Don't
you
forget
heard
to
the good
complete a
word of
patient
Trevor
questionnaire.
Starbender?
Your feedback will be invaluable.
Or Trevor Pulsar? Alright, out of curiosity, let's look at our notes. Okay, so we've read Book 5. We can go and reread any part of the Starbender cycle whenever we want. We read Book 5, we read Book 1, we read Book 4. I know we've read Book 3 because that was the first one we read. Yep, there we go. So we're missing Books 2 and 6, I guess.
I work for a living. Captain Elazar's over there.
Ah, bite me.
Don't tell her I said that.
Well, whatever. Anyway. Just had to check my mic. Oh. Let's see. Let's get a map of the cargo bay. Whoop. Huh. So we're kind of stuck in this part, I suppose. We want to get out here. I need to recycle some things before I can do anything. Oh?
Dr. Igwe, figures he'd survive. So you came all this way, only to get back into Talos? Only way in is through the door to Cargo Bay B, which is filled with those creatures that your brother insisted couldn't escape confinement. Kind of like you.
Ah.
I'm the only one with the code. It's yours if you can help us secure the firepower we should have had when assigned here. The Eradicator turret fabrication plan. My men told me power's been restored to the fabricator. That was you, wasn't it? I was quick to underestimate you, Doctor. That means all we need is the turret fabricator plan. There's one in the safe in the security office, but the hull breach puts it out of my reach. Still, if you have a suit and are up for another walk, we could really use the additional firepower. Look, I don't know what you're planning, Morgan, but just remember, the only thing that matters is how you treat the people that are still alive.
I agree with that. But the thing is, there's something she didn't say. If we look at the objectives... let's see... We can either build the turrets, or we can find some turrets that are already made.
Remember, it's the Eradicator fabrication plan we want, not the reployer plan.
You sure?
Whatever the hell a reployer is.
You sure you don't want a bunch of reployers? It might come in handy.
If you find a way out of here, take Dr. Igwe with you. Maybe he can be of some help. Elsewhere.
Psionics. It's all true, isn't it? What these aliens can do, what we can do. To think it was considered chicanery, flim-flam, pseudoscience.
Those things
Made me
will
quite the
eventually
target
find a
for
way in
mockery.
if we don't take
But
the
your
fight
brother,
to them.
he believed. And so did you. At least, you did before your self-experiment in the sim lab. How wrong they were. The skeptics. How wrong we all were. But I knew. I had a premonition, if you will, that I was onto something. I remember one time my detractors even replaced my speech notes with Xena cards during the TSN summit and subtitled my speech with circles, wavy lines. Childish.
Those jerks. Let's see what this is all about. Survivor's account of the evacuation day 1. I had dropped off my dog at the groomer. Her name was Eliza. It means joy. I said goodbye and walked a few docks to get some cafe bots near the park. Some jets flew over very low, and the sound was so loud it made me jump. I didn't know where they were from, but they were bristling with bombs and rockets. Everyone was looking up, and the sound of the jets was echoing off the buildings, but we could not see them anymore. The sky was clear, and I could see pink smoke rising from the direction of the stadium. Then the sirens started. I had not heard them since my childhood. Some people stood confused, but my instinct told me to run. Run away from the stadium. Run away from Eliza. Some people were running with me, but we didn't know where to go. I saw a policeman directing people into a basement restaurant. I think it was an old bomb shelter. I looked up at the sky and saw an airliner. It was not military, I am certain. I think it was going to the airport. While I watched, it turned into glitter without a sound. It was just gone. A man near me began to curse. I fell down and hit my head on the street. Oh yeah. What's this all about?
Hey, are you there?
Chief? Yes? Is there something wrong?
I wanted to speak to you about the most recent VIP visit.
We're not going anywhere,
the pianist.
but that doesn't
Chief,
mean we don't
if
have
there were any
places
problems,
to be.
I checked the
We
schedule,
need
the
those
roster.
turrets.
Maybe I
I
can
did my
help
best
you.
to make sure Igwe wasn't too... Igwe. Chief, I even had Leitner's cigarettes waiting.
You did an excellent
Must be a
job.
way to get some
In
turrets
fact,
online.
Leitner praised you specifically. There'll be a bonus for you in your next pay cycle. Take Nicole out for a nice dinner, all right?
Yes, Chief. Thank you, Chief.
Send someone to find a cutting torch. We need to get into these cargo cages and see what supplies are in here. Well, we don't need a cutting torch. We
Dr.
just use our
Igwe is
telekinesis
blessed.
powers.
It was fortunate you came along when you did.
Hey, we got this guy's password. So we could use our telekinesis powers to open the cages, or shoot a Nerf dart in there, or just know this guy's password. Mr. McGill, as a safety precaution, we have disabled critical machinery required to open the exterior door in Cargo Bay B, and as added insurance, the door is... If that bay is for storage only, then we want to be certain there will be no accidental opening. Restoring the bay door to full function will be practically impossible, thank you. Huh.
Ekaterina, it's been so long since I've seen you.
Yes,
It feels like years.
I'll take that as a compliment.
There was a blast in Cargo Bay A. Exterior doors ruptured. All the bulkhead doors automatically sealed, but several of my people are missing. Dr. Igwe from Psychotronics was in there, and he's gone as well. Ekaterina said she saw a floating orb drift over to the chlorine trifluoride container and detonate. Possibly some kind of static discharge, but all the dampeners were activated. Secondary blasts went off not long ago in fuel storage, but I had that sealed tight, and no one was in there. Something is going on. Nobody is calling me back. Let me know as soon as you get this. I'm going to take the rest of my people over to life support as a precaution. Hey Anders, got your message about the shipment failure. I dispatched an engineering operator to check it out, and something weird happened. Telemetry shows it ran into some sort of energetic lattice work. The readings were unlike anything I've ever seen. Side effect from a psychotronics project? In any case, the operator was able to move through it and investigate, but shortly after it became unresponsive. I'm gonna have to get human eyes on it, but all our people are tied up on a critical fuel transfer. When that's done, I'll send someone to check it out. Thanks. Weird stuff. Anyway, let's see what's in here. Oh. Well, I can't take that right now, but there's an upgrade kit. More stuff. Can't take that, but another upgrade kit. Turret number 1.
These TranStar PPN-8 pistols are mostly for show. They don't do much against the attackers. With the Eradicator turrets, we have a chance.
So the door's open, but there are these big things here. I'm just going to use a recycler charge. Let's just make it easy. Bonk. Mineral, synthetic. We'll have to recycle a bunch of crap. More neuromods. Stuff I can't carry. Let's see. Q-beam. Typhon lure. So we're one out of 3. Oh. We don't have a key card to open cargo bay. Nor are we going to be able to open that door. We could get the plan to make more turrets if we were willing to go out that way. I'd just as soon not bother. Ugh. Oh yeah, that's right. I have to go upstairs anyways.
Welcome. Maybe I can help you.
Well, unless you can turn into an Eradicator auto turret, I kind of don't think so.
Even if we're dead, it won't be over. We'll still be at their mercy, like Enoch.
That sounds
Like the
familiar.
others.
I guess Ekaterina doesn't have anything to say. Alright, that's cool. Already read that. That's the Starbender cycle. I think at least one turret is down there. Hey, look at that.
Eradicator auto turret version 0.7.6.
Let's go see if we can find 1 or 2 more. 1 more fulfills the quest, technically. The 4th one will make things much easier against, like, 5 phantoms, who knows how many mimics, and I believe at least 1 weaver. Nothing fun there. No, I wanted to glide in. Oh well. I think we can just push the
This is a
button.
reminder that all cargo must be scanned and cleared by authorized.
Fine, whatever. I'll have to come back for that.
Talos 1. Report shipping anomalies immediately.
This is like Half-Life 2 level physics, where a thing is just kind of floating in front of us. We're just like, doo-doo, there's a thing floating in front of me, and I don't care.
Deploying.
That's 3. I saw a broken one, and I'm betting we can fix it. Even though 3 is technically what we need. Wait, is it? Oh, well, yeah. 3 is what we need. I'm going to get us 4. Working aboard a space station like Talos... Oh, just a second. There we go. Working aboard a space station like Talos is comparable to working on Earth. Employees tend to forget that they're in space and adapt very well. By contrast, a trove of psychological and behavior data has been compiled by a decade-long study of Pytheas employees. The Pytheas facility sits deep in a crater on lunar pole, permanently shadowed and surrounded by kilometers of ice. Beneath Pytheas is a vast network of cramped tunnels where helium-3, hydrogen, and platinum are mined. This is a dark, cold, and often terrifying workplace cut off from the warm glow of Earth, which extracts a heavy and often fatal toll on the crew. Boy, Pytheas sounds like it really sucks. Good thing this is all on Talos and we don't ever have to go there for any reason. Yay, we got another turret. I really don't have a lot of room for anything. How many neuromods do we have? 23. Yeah, alright folks. It's time to vote. Time to vote on neuromods. I'll give you a brief list here. If you're on my mailing list, I'll send you an email, but anyway, here's what all our options are. Well, first I'll take this turret over into the room, and then we'll go check it out. Man, I wish I had a cargo bay keycard. I don't remember where you get one. Probably somewhere that I skipped over on accident. Oh, come on, please. Alright, whatever.
Attitude adjustment required.
Yeah, I'll adjust your attitude, you... Oh, wait a minute. No, I was already up there. Crap. While we're down here, I could have sworn there was another something we want. Well, there's some more crap. That's always good, right? I wonder what the range on my telekinesis is, because if it's long enough... No, that's annoying. Okay, here's a fun test. Actually, wait a minute, here's 2 fun tests. How hard can I huck this thing for 1? Because I'll just chuck it up there. Not hard enough. 2. That's the maximum distance. No. Oh, for Pete's sake. Okay then. Yay! I did it. I want to climb up there. I want to climb up up into the rafters and see what's up there. Probably nothing. But you never know until you try.
Log submitted.
Officer Mount's ready.
Okay, here goes nothing. I'm gonna save here because this could get really messy.
Monitoring version 0.7.6 online. Scanning target error. Insufficient time.
EATs are online and primed. Can't wait until our friends get a taste of these. Here's the code for Cargo Bay B.
Okay.
Power load. Nominal. Actuators. Nominal. Tilt handling. Please contact engineering. Alien threat detected.
Wasn't sure how that would play out,
We are secure
but I
here.
like how it did.
Definitely. If you send other survivors here, I will protect them.
These PPN-8s might as well be useless for all
Not going to lie, that felt good. Haven't seen that much action since the Middle East evacuation. Didn't realize how much I'd missed combat. And how much I didn't.
Man, we're already... See, I'm really, really tempted to go for another suit upgrade. It's 4 neuromods. We'd get more chipsets. But the only reason I would hold off is because there are some pretty wicked Typhon powers we can get. Like Machine Mind, and Psycho Shock, and Telepathy, Mind Jack, that's it. Okay, let's go through it. So you'll have to let me know what you want to get. Physician 1, better medkits, Hacking 3, I think someone already suggested Hacking 3. Necropsy, we can get another Typhon organ that gives us even more neuromods. Oh, excuse me. Better Psi-Hypos, bigger Psi-Pool, more Psychoscope chipsets. Or, we can carry more, we can modify our guns more, we can get spare parts from operators, we can repair more, we get a bigger suit, although I'm tempted to get that anyway. We get more stuff from recyclers, we can modify our weird sciencey weapons more, like the glue gun. The wrench does more wrenchy damage, or bigger firepower, more health, and we live longer in theory. More stamina, more running and sneaking. Our better time slowdown thingy. Better sneaking and sneak attack. Typhon powers. Bigger kinetic blast. Bigger lift, well, getting a lift field that lets us randomly lift things into the air for comedy's sake. Electrostatic burst, that's basically like kinetic blast, except it's better on things that are vulnerable to electricity, like operators and technomancers. Technomancers? Whatever. Technopaths. Fire, and lots of it. Turn into a coffee cup. Make a copy of yourself, like in Majora's Mask. Later on, get resistances and regeneration and stuff. Backlash, it's like a shield. Fear resistance. Mind Jack. Psycho Shock, which incidentally does direct damage and turns off psychic powers. Better telekinesis, Kyle. And Machine Mind that lets us take over machines. You think about it, and that'll be that. Meanwhile, I'm going to work on opening these crates. Guess I can't open that one yet. Oh wait, maybe. Just a Typhon lore. Another glue gun.
Can someone please explain to me why there's a delay with my parcel?
Sorry, Dr. Berger. The system shut down. Some kind of failsafe trigger? We're working on it.
That parcel is extremely sensitive. I need it in psychotronics right away.
I have a crew investigating the point of failure on our side as we speak. ETA is probably a few hours.
A few hours? Isn't there anything else you can do?
No. But since you have some time, you could call Mr. Yu and ask him for permission to reboot the entire space station. That would fix the problem immediately.
That would be ridiculous.
Well, since being ridiculous is off the table, I'm afraid you're just gonna have to wait.
Maybe I'll check into it myself. I've trained for microgravity.
Knock yourself out.
Okay, not sure if you caught that. Some of these crates require a code. Some of them you just punch in the number. Like 1641. We'll try putting that into the computer. And, okay, good. Boy, nothing more compelling in gameplay than watching somebody open up crates, right? I'll try to keep this quick. We got some stuff. Stuff is fun. Let's see. 8120 2825. Might be. Oh! Ah! Somebody has a super secret chest set. We're gonna drink their super secret bourbon. Let's see. 6088 8088 7014. You can just push the button there. 9171. I only remember 8088, 9171. Those are the easiest to remember. What more stuff can we get? I'm just hoping for some more neuromods. If I find like a random container with like 5 neuromods, I'm just going to get the suit upgrade anyways, and you guys will have to decide what you think I should get. Instead, I'm just getting a bunch more stuff. Oh, 7014, that was it. I think we're almost done. Good thing we didn't have to reboot the whole space station to get one of these containers open. Yeah. Okay, one more. 5027. Don't think we even need biohazard waste and food. Oh, I got Aner on it. Funny that he didn't get turned into a phantom or something like that. There was a Weaver hanging around. Okay, here we go. 3232. We're gonna take a quick save. Can we hack this? I think we can. I could just run over to the computer, but what the heck? Why not play a hacking minigame? Those are fun. I'm gonna hack the Gibson. Purvis' secret stash. Annalise Gallegos thumb drive. The drive in your possession contains incriminating evidence related to illegal experiments performed above Talos 1 in the psychotronics labs. This includes, but is not limited to, classified internal memorandums, key research data spanning several decades, names and roles of all personnel involved, volunteer IDs matched with their real names. This information will corroborate the existence of an extraterrestrial species called Typhon, as well as the fact that all neuromods are made at the expense of human victims. I harbor no illusion that this will be easy to believe, but I can testify to its veracity, assuming I'm still alive, because I was a participant in many of the experiments referenced. Dr. Annalise Gallegos. Unfortunately, this never made it back to Earth. Q. I can't thank you enough for the risk you're taking on my behalf, on behalf of the volunteers who no longer have a voice in this. The thought of you cooped up in that cargo container, hurtling toward the Earth, it kills me, even though Will says it's safe and you'll have plenty of food. I know the evidence on this thumb drive cannot make amends for everything that's happened, but exposing the truth can prevent it from happening again. Thank you, my friend. AG. I don't think we're ever gonna learn what happened to Quentin Purvis, but fact is, he didn't make it off the station. Well, what else? We still need to kill the cook. We still need to find Emma Beattie's map. Go back to the Neurophon division and get DeVries' encryption key. Meanwhile, though, we're still kind of stuck in it. I think we can use a zap gun. Yeah, eat it. We got him before he duplicated. Okay, cool. And we opened the door to be able to get here. Can't open that door yet. Ugh. This looks like an airlock, but if I'm not mistaken, this goes down into the guts. So if we needed to, there's like another shortcut to the guts. Any more recycler charges, that kind of sucks. Hey, why is there a number just sitting here? Okay, that must be on Emma Beattie's map, but I'm pretty sure... Look at our map. Yeah, that's not it. We already got Stabfellow's number, so this must be for the map we don't have yet. You guys are going to have to remember for me. One of them is in the cargo bay. Director level lockdown. Well, we can't really do anything there then.
Microgravity detected.
I don't remember. Okay, we get out of this zero-G chamber and... Oop! I almost missed that. Whoopsie-doodle. Like spare parts. Oh, super repair kit. Station lockdown. So we could get into the guts this way, but we're still on lockdown. So we have to fix that somehow. Alright, out we get. Whew. This is starting to get a little long, I know, but we'll get to life support and then figure out what we have to do next. Oh yeah, here we go. The life support provides critical support to most Talos 1's functions, power, air, water treatment, etc., etc. Well, anyway, oddly, like, life support connects to the lobby, the cargo bay, and I think power.
Micah, not sure you got your transcribes. Morgan is making her way to you now. Warning you and anyone else, so you don't shoot her accidentally. Or on purpose. Morgan? I can't see outside.
Morgan? Mikhaila, I didn't think to check your transcribe. Not sure how you got here. I thought you left. Because, never mind. Airlocks and lifts are locked up. With my lungs, paraplexis, I'm even seeing the spots now. You were right. Even if I could get my booster shots from my office. But I think I can get us out. By cycling the main reactor to bypass the lockdown. I know it sounds crazy, but I can walk you through it. I do it myself, but... We'll just get here, alright?
Okay, so we can reboot the station with Michaela's help. Oh, for Pete's sake. Ethan Phantom's leaving with you. Okay, got that done. Come on. That took way too long. So I better eat a bunch of food in response.
Suit integrity damaged.
Oh, this is bad. Black one. Maybe I got them both. Let's eat a bunch of food in response. Whew. Oh, hey, spare parts, fried hard drive, email. You need to return equipment. You can't just, like, take... Two people have checked out equipment and failed to return it. Man, sounds kind of like work. Annual maintenance is coming up soon. Let Max know about the head start. Not really much else in here. Just some crappy email messages. And, looks like a drawing of a spaceman. Alright, can we fix this? Yes, we can. Keep in mind, Phantoms can blow these things wide open if dropping past, so even fixing it doesn't matter sometimes. shows up at the worst possible time. Okay. I think this is where we came from. Yeah, cargo bay. This goes back up to the lobby. Maybe we can help to secure the place first. Oh, shit. That's bad.
Obstruction detected. Please clear aperture of debris.
Huh. Okay, I guess I did a thing, because there are a bunch of balls all over the place. Okay, that's cool. We're familiar with that one. Some people can't use neuromods, and they get a disease that they refer to as paraplexis. Like, if they inject a neuromod and their body reacts to it kind of like an allergy. Unless they get constant treatment, they get the shakes, they get
TranStar Pyramid 490 medical class operator ready to deploy. Please
getting
stand clear
paraplexis
of aperture.
automatically disqualifies somebody from coming to Talos to work. Do I not get medical treatment? Something tells me that's glued up for a reason.
Typhoid material inconclusive. Logging calibration request.
Do not share with Weber 2410. Guessing that was the life support security code. But we don't have a way to get in. Oh, wait a minute. Recycler trap. One of our old friends has been here.
Talk to me. We've had enemy contact, but the enemy, they should have held position in the cargo bay. I couldn't, Chief. I couldn't let those people... Can you get to the escape pods? Negative. The escape pods are malfunctioning. It's like they're locked in place. Only 4 of us made it to life support. 5. I'm picking up Remmer behind you. Negative. Remmer isn't Remmer, Chief. These things. Chief, the main lift, it isn't working. We're locked out. Oh my god. Remmer's here. Stay away. T. This might sound strange coming from me, but I admire what you did. You didn't have to help Chief Elazar and her people in the cargo bay. Especially considering... well, considering you intend to destroy the station. You gave them some hope, even if it's brief. Team, talk to me. We've had enemy contact.
We heard this one already. Oh, God.
But the enemy, they're... You should have... positioned in the cargo bay. I couldn't, Chief. I couldn't let those people... Can you get to the escape pods? Negative. The escape pods are malfunctioning. It's like they're locked in place. Only 4 of us made it to life support. 5. I'm picking up Remmer behind you. Negative. Remmer isn't Remmer, Chief. These things. Chief, the main lift, it isn't working. We're locked out. Oh my god. Remmer.
Oh, what the heck? What? Huh. Where did we start? Oh my god, seriously? Alright, folks, I guess we have to do that whole part over again. Well, I guess it's not that bad. Next time on Let's Play Prey, the window is randomly repaired that was broken, which is how we got in here in the first place, and I faced the nightmare again, and it randomly kills me while I'm going down the grav-shaft. Good night, and don't let the nightmares bite. Man.